Welcome to Pammie Plus Parks. I'm Pammie, your plus-size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Disney and Florida has to offer plus-size people. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know as a plus-size person when you're going to see the stage show Beauty and the Beast at Hollywood Studios. I bet you're wondering what we're doing, because this doesn't look like Hollywood Studios. It's a studio though. It's my home studio, and it's where I edit my videos. I took some amazing footage of the Beauty and the Beast show, and I'm going to show you that. But the audio was really awful, so I'm going to narrate it instead. Let's get started and take a peek at Beauty and the Beast. As you can see here, there are a number of stairs to get down to the seats. I also want to mention those stairs are actually quite easy to navigate. Each step is only a few inches high, so it's pretty easy to get up and down them. Each of the steps is really broad as well, making it very easy to walk down one step at a time. The benches themselves are made of aluminum, so they're nice and cool in the summertime, and there's a back on them so you can sit all the way back in your seat and completely relax. There's also lots of leg room, plenty of room to stow your bag underneath the seat and stretch your legs out. Every seat in the stadium seems to have a pretty good view. I haven't had a really terrible view yet. This theater is what I would call an indoor-outdoor theater. You are in a covered area, but all the sides of the theater are open to the outdoors, so it's not as hot under the theater covering as it is out in the sun, but it's still kind of warm in there, and they do have fans and a bit of a breeze. It is a nicer place to cool off, but you're not going to get cool like you would in air conditioning. Keep that in mind. Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney films, and this musical does not let you down. It is designed around the animated film, so you're going to see the costumes and characters really match up with the animated film. Let me show you a couple of the scenes really quick. All of the key scenes that you see in the animated film appear here on the stage version. This is a condensed version of the story, so you're not seeing the whole entire thing that's going to be hours long, but you're going to see your favorite characters like Gaston and all the townspeople, and all of the key numbers, all the best songs from the film are in the stage show. I love the characters, the way that they've done them. They look just like the ones in the animated film, and they're really big and colorful and beautiful and really fun to watch. Oh, hey, there's a camera in my shot. That's one of the things you have to watch out for. Although the stadium seating has great views no matter where you sit, be aware of the people around you sitting behind you, and make sure you're not holding your camera up over your head or your iPad or anything like that, or your cell phone. When you're taking video in these shows, I think it's always really nice when people hold the camera right about here. That way you can see the video and monitor it, make sure you're getting a good shot, but you're not in anyone's way. You're holding it up at your own body height, so you're not blocking anyone behind you. It's always a really polite thing to do. If you look closely at Gaston and Belle, you'll notice that they have a microphone right here, like one of those wireless microphones that you see in the theater, and their singing is live, and they are fantastic. The singing of all the backup dancers and everything, that's actually pre-recorded, as is the music, but you don't really notice it. You really feel like you're immersed in a real Broadway show experience. I remember the first time that I saw this show, and I was completely blown away by what they were able to do in such a small space with the costume changes, how colorful everything was, and how beautiful all the dancing was. I absolutely love the way that they recreated the Be Our Guest scene with the dancers and the spoons and everything. I just think it's absolutely adorable. Really delightful. One of my favorite parts of the show is when Belle and the Beast start to develop their friendship and fall in love. I didn't get any great shots of that because the couple in front of me both had their cameras up pretty high, but I guess that means you're just going to have to go to Hollywood Studios and see the show for yourself. You won't be disappointed. Let's watch a little more. Not only is there romance in this show, but there's also some drama as well. I think the guy who was playing Gaston was absolutely wonderful. They do a really good job of kind of depicting the conflict between Gaston and the Beast, so it's not scary to little kids. I really love the way they transition from scene to scene in this show, and this particular scene where they transition right after the prince is revealed and they get them back into the castle. It's really fantastic, really clever how they did that. And of course they have to usher them off the stage so they can come back for their big reveal in their beautiful costumes. There are a lot of costume changes in this, not just for the two main characters, but for the entire cast. They have some beautiful suits and gowns. It's really sweeping, really colorful, really spectacular, full of romance and excitement. You are going to love this show. Now stick with me, I have a couple more things I want to share with you. I often get a lot of questions about accessibility, so I want to share a couple of things with you. You know, I can't remember exactly, but I think there's anywhere between 3 and 5 sections in the theater. And at the back of each of these sections is an area for accessible parking of wheelchairs and for people who are in the party of someone in a wheelchair. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that they don't allow EVCs in this theater, so you will have to transfer from an EVC into a wheelchair. And whenever Disney asks you to do that, they always have wheelchairs available for you to transfer into, and they don't charge you anything for it. They also offer a place to park your EVC while you're in the show. If sitting at the back of the theater is not exactly your cup of tea, you are able to sit down near the front. There is a wheelchair accessible area there. Take a look at this video. I'm going to show you. I'm going to zoom in really close here. I'm going in. Now take a look at that. Right near the center of the screen, you can see the wheelchair accessible sign and a little exit sign and some wheelchairs there. There is a path that goes along the side of the theater. A ramp will take you down to the very front, and there is some seating there. So if you're interested in that seating, make sure you check in with your cast member before you get in line for the show and let them know that you'd like to sit there. And if it's available, I'm sure that they'll make sure you get there. Well, there you have it. Everything you need to know as a plus-size person going to see Beauty and the Beast at Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney World. I hope you enjoy the show as much as I do. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you real soon.